I want to talk about, let's say, getting creative about showcasing results when you're kind of getting started. I was wondering, do you see any like ethical issue with citing like things I've done for my own business, my own website, and kind of showcasing them, let's say on the homepage, just results. These are results we've gotten for businesses.
No, there's a really famous power lifter. His name's Louis Simmons. He runs like one of the most famous powerlifting gyms in the world called Westside Barbell. And people always ask him like about like using steroids and anabolics and stuff. And like, is it an ethical thing? And he goes like, my ethics aren't your ethics. My morals aren't your morals. So who am I to like tell you, like, if it's not harming anybody else,
Right.
it doesn't matter. Look, like, I think when it comes to case studies and up into the right graphs, use anything you have. Essentially, the reason a lot of us feel that way is that we're used to gatekeepers. We're used to people telling us, like, you have to do that. Like, you have to go work at an agency before you can have your own agency because you need client. Like, you're not allowed to have your own clients. You're not allowed to have your own projects, whatever. Like, it'd be like a logo designer being like, I can only show client logos. I can't show ones that I designed for fun. Like, of course you can. Nobody's allowed to hold you back. So if you have projects you've worked on for yourself, absolutely show those. My two biggest case studies when I got started were a website about jujitsu gi reviews and one about building a photography business. And those were like my two pet projects. And I just showed those all the time. And then when I started getting like, when you're getting started, you just need people to believe like, you know what you're doing. I trust them and they have a roadmap. They have a process. I can believe in the results. I can believe in the process. Both of those things are in trust. If you don't have results, at least show the process, lean all the way into like, here's how, like I used to show people all my blueprint sheets and I'd be like, look at how we organize things. And then you'll get a sheet like this and all that stuff. And that like built trust with them. Absolutely. You can show your own projects. I mean, it's one thing if this was, I work with SaaS and software companies. It'd be different if I was, this strategy earned a company $20 million. And really it's like my photography website. Like that's intentionally shitty. Don't do that. But you can just say, look, the results of it was at this traffic and went to this traffic, or it built this many backlinks. You can absolutely show that stuff. The other thing is too, there's case studies. And then there's also what I would call like build-ups/teardowns of like, you can show how smart you are by just analyzing how other people do things. So like I have a buddy who did a big analysis of Canva. And I think he said that teardown he did of Canva's SEO strategy has made his agency like $2 million. People have cited like, I saw the Canva article. You seemed really smart. I like how you think. That's why we're working with you. So even that, like just a huge up into the right graph and be like, are you wondering how they did this? Like, here's how they did it. Even if it wasn't your work, like you're not saying it's your work, but they, again, like how you think. They trust that you know the process.
No, that makes a lot of sense. So case studies, basically smart content marketing of showing that you know what you're talking about, testimonials. I mean, is there anything else you can think of, just kind of big categories like that of credibility building techniques?
I just think about story. When I was working at Active Campaign, we had one article we created that brought in nearly 300,000 visitors per year. That's a really cool story. And the question I ask people is like, what would 300,000 visitors to your website every single year from one article do for your business? And they're like, ooh, I want that, right? It's just about the story we tell around it. So I think that's really the key, whether it's, again, testimonials or case studies or whatever. Don't feel like, I mean, growthsprints.co is intentionally a very shitty website. Like I want the work to stand up versus people to be like, wow, look at this, like whiz bang, like stuff's flying in from the side and all these animations, like good positioning, a great framework and a bunch of up into the right graphs. And that's it. It pre-qualifies people. So I'm not saying everybody should do that, but like, that's really all you need. Don't let anything else like hold you back around that.
Thank you.
Is that helpful?
Yeah, I think, yes, it's fine. So you said that. So I feel good.
Yeah. If it let me officially like knight you that like, you're good to go. Like, don't, whatever. It doesn't always have to be like your ICP, like, ideal client profile either. Like, just be like, look, like these are results we've gotten in the past and just share that. And the more you have results that are specific to them, like then start naming it. Like this, in my case, this DevOps software company increased whatever, this threat intelligence software company increased whatever. Then all of it, like you can start getting like really specific. I still don't name my clients either. Like some people love to like put client logos and stuff. And they're like, oh, here's like the actual person that worked there. I still don't do that. It's just too much stress for me.
So why don't you name the clients? Is it because it's
tricky? A lot of them I have NDAs with, like there's like a technical reason. I just don't want to, it's also, you got to ask permission. Yeah. And I don't need permission to show an anonymized result. Like I can just take those out of Search Console or whatever, Salesforce or HubSpot or whatever. Yep.
Right,
Anything I can do, similar to like the other stuff we were talking about, anything I can do to like make the process easier for me. Like if I can skip steps, then I'll do that. So cool. Great question.